Hello, my lovely Scorpios. Thank you for joining me on my channel and wishing you a very, very happy new year and a very beautiful and positive start of 2025. So, today we'll be doing an yearly reading for you, my beautiful Scorpios. So, please stay tuned. I've cleansed your cards and I'll be shuffling them and putting them into their positions, and then we can get started with our reading. So, stay tuned. Hi, my lovely Scorpio. So I have your cards here after shuffling them, and I've placed them in their positions, and we can get started with our reading. So before going ahead, I'd want to say that the reading that we'd be doing is based on each quarter of 2025. So each column here represents each quarter, so we'd be going through that in our reading. So the first card that we can see here is the Six of Cups. So here I can see that there's some in the start of the year, the energy that you might be having is a bit of nostalgia, remembering something about the past, something about childhood memories, and thinking positively, where you've been generous with people in the last year and who you've helped so far. You've reflected all of that back on the previous year. So that's a very beautiful energy to start the next year, the new year with. And also you could also connect in this first quarter. It also tells you that you could look back at the past for some sort of inspiration, where there might be some ideas that were blooming in the past, and someone you discuss those ideas with someone, or maybe it's related to start of a new business. Someone planted a seed in the past, someone discussed something with you previously, and that could you could really benefit from that in the start of the new year. And also you'd want to reconnect with people and situations that have brought you joy in the past. So this card is a very beautiful card for the start of the new year, and you're starting all that with a positive, with a very positive energy. This next card that we have is the Fool. This tells you that there are some sort of new beginnings, and you've taken a leap of faith and you are embracing new opportunities with you're ready to take on this new year. You're with that energy that, okay, come what may be, this is what the previous year has gone by, and now I'm ready to embrace my new year with open arms, because I can see, because I know that there is positivity all around me. I can I can take those next steps, and the sun will be shining on my end. So embrace all those opportunities with an open heart and mind. And also you're willing to step into the unknown. It might be you're like, okay, this is my start of my new job, or it's a start of a new project, and then you don't know how it will be going, how many responsibilities you are going to take, and whether it be starting off a new journey, for example, new creative journey, like starting a new YouTube channel, or starting a new small business. You're you're leaping ahead into that fate, and into that frame of mind, and you're taking a leap of faith. And it's really great that you are moving forward with enthusiasm, but you also would want to take advice from people who are your well-wishers. So if someone is guiding you something that, okay, maybe for example, posting this time around for Insta is not good, and you can post it during this time, because this is what has helped me in the past, as an example. So you'd want to hear that advice from people, because those are your well-wishers, and those do not want you to fall into the well and then realize certain things. It's the beginning of your journey, so they are there to support you. And you need not be arrogant and overconfident in your approach. Having passion is good, but being overconfident in your approach and having having that attitude, overconfident attitude, that is not right. So you need to know that for yourself. And then the next card that we have here is the Wheel of Fortune. So this really represents a certain some change in your life, certain, some change in your destiny or turning points in your life. And there might be some incidents that might have happened that you may feel out of your control, but you must remember that they are they are here for your transformation. So this quarter for yourself is a mix of self-reflection and transformation. You need to find lessons and of joy from your past and take step boldly into any new adventures, but listen to your well-wishers. And fate is here at play for you, and there would be some unexpected transformation shifts, but those will be positive for you and leading to and transformation. So all in all, like, these cards together suggest that this quarter will be filled for you with fresh starts, and something would be required from your past experiences as well. Your lessons or people from your past experiences who have helped you in the past, those will be required as well in this moment of time. And destiny would be guiding you. Your destiny, what is meant to be, what has to happen, will be guiding you through this journey of yours. So you need to embrace all the lessons from your past, be open to new opportunities in this time, and trust the process and go with the flow. So this card really tells you to go with the flow of the changing events and changing situations that changing new situations that life shows you. So it's a beautiful energy to go into the next year with. And if we go to the next quarter here, this represents the Sun. So this is the Sun card. It's a very beautiful card for the next quarter, like the second quarter of 2025. It tells you about positivity. It radiates joy. It radiates success. It really tells you are embracing yourself. You're embracing the vitality and warmth of the best moments of life. You'll be feeling satisfied. You'll not be you'll not be hesitant to show your feelings, your internal true feelings for some, like, whatever you're feeling, it will be on the surface. You'll not be hiding anything, and it will be bringing you light as well as clarity of what you would want to do in your life. And you'd know that you've reached you'll feel very satisfied, and you'll be embracing that success that you have achieved. So I'd say you need to bask into that positivity and warmth that this period is bringing you. So this is a very beautiful period for you. And then we have the Temperance. So with the Sun card, after that we have the Temperance. This is also a card that represents balance and harmony and patience. And it tells you to be not overly, have everything in moderation. Have everything in moderation. And sometimes you need to blend two sides in order to create something bigger. So you need to have that balance. You need to have that patience. If people think like you have a very overly disciplined side at your work, and then you also have a fun side, you need to balance that. You need to know how can you balance, if you're like overly involved in your work, as an example, and then you think like, work is overpowering you, or it is, how can we say, you're only focused on your work, and then you do not have your work life balance. That's what we want to say here, that you're not able to have your work life balance. And this card is trying to tell you that it's okay. It's okay to work, it's okay to spend your time on your goals, but you need to make sure that everything is in moderation. You need to seek balance in your actions. Okay, and then you'd be able to create something much bigger, and then the road to success is right around the corner. So that's what this card is telling you. And then we have another card here, that this is a card for celebration, friendship, and having that community of like-minded people and people who are supporting you, who have supported you throughout your journey. So this tells you you would want to uh, like there's some joyous social gatherings, collaborations, and success. And I feel like there is, like for some of you, you might be having a wedding at home, or some sort of celebration, some graduations, or those ceremonies. There's some sort of ceremonies for a lot of you, where you would be interacting with people, you'd be feeling happy, you'd be feeling on the top of the world. And a couple of you might be getting engaged, and you'd be celebrating that. And you know that you want to keep your feelings in moderation, but also enjoy this time to the fullest. So I'd say that spend time or celebrate with the connections that bring you happiness. And you'd want to enhance that sense of community and celebration, and know what the emotional fulfillment that those relationships bring into your life. So this is a card, and this is a card of shared joy, shared accomplishment, and all these together tell you that through these relationships and creative endeavors, you would want to enjoy and experience joy and of your shared accomplishments with the people around you, and just indulge yourself in that experience, because it's a very beautiful festive and celebrative energy that I'm getting for the second quarter for you. And a couple of you might also be receiving emotional satisfaction, maybe with the increase in your income, something fruitful that's been happening for you, and some good news related to that as well. And you'll also think that I have achieved, what I wanted to achieve, and where I have put my energy into. So that's been your second quarter here for you Scorpios. And then we have this third quarter. So for the third quarter, we have like the first card of the Empress. I'd suggest, if some of you have been, it's a very motherly energy, and if some of you have been trying to conceive, this would be the time of the year where you'd be getting that good news for yourself. And it's a very beautiful card for celebration, marriage, bringing that child energy into this world. So it's a very beautiful, nurturing energy. And also it's like you'll be nurturing if you're not into if you're single and you are not married, and you're focused on your work and your business, then this would be bringing you all the fertility into that aspect as well, into that career aspect. Your career would be boosting, you'll be nurturing new projects, nurturing nurturing yourself, and also knowing that being you in that project will bring it to fruition. And it's an energy of, and you'll be very creative in that as well, and it's going to bring you abundance in the future and during this time as well. So you'd want to nurture your ideas, nurture your relationships, nurture your body. This is a very nurture. Take care of yourself. Be available for others around you. Those who need your help, those who need your something that you'd say they'd want to hear. That it's that sort of energy, and that energy no one can take it from you. Everyone would be wanting to hear what you have to bring to the table, and you'd be very comfortable in the position that you're in, and it's like whatever you'd be asking, you'd be getting. So it's a very beautiful card for you to cultivate your ideas. The next here is tells you, this is Seven of Pentacles, and it tells you that patience, patience, patience. It gives you suggestion of patience and long-term planning, and evaluate what you are currently working on or currently have worked on. So it's like planting your seeds and waiting for the results. And it also tells you that do not be overly focused on instant gratification, that okay, I've planted my seeds and I need the results tomorrow itself. That's not how everything in this life works. We are in the generation where Amazon, Uber deliveries, everything's right around the corner, right? And if we're just on our phone, we'll get that instantly. But that shouldn't be, we should remember that that's not how life has always been, and how that's changing everything around you. So if you see that, if are you in that state of mind, if you're thinking that you are in that calm state of mind, how everything's been, and you're waiting, you've sown your seeds and you're waiting for your results. If you think of yourself, and if you try to bring that energy into your life, and try to think of it by closing your eyes for 10 to 15 seconds, then you'll be thinking of yourself as the Empress, because that's how patience and nurturing energy, creativity, and when you are patient and your mind is not running around the corners, that's what creates creativity, and that is what will create creativity for you. So you'd want to remember that, and you'd want to trust the process and be patient. This is what this card represents during this time. And it also tells you this Three of Pentacles is also a Pentacles card, and you're very focused here on your on increasing your income, or looking at your income, or how much you have saved so far. How am I doing? What have my investments done, or what have my investments brought for me so far. You're in that frame, and you're thinking all of that. And here you are thinking about collaboration. You're working together as a team, and you'd know that if you're waiting for results, you'd still want to work together as a team with people around you. Even if it's your family, you'd want to make sure that everything gets worked together as a whole, and you're not taking the only burden for everything, and you are staying in that abundant state, or the Empress state, I would say, because it's my favorite card here. Like the Empress, it's one of my favorite cards. And then you'll be able to be in that state of life. So it tells you the importance of combining efforts to manifest the results that you really want. So a productive and rewarding period of creation and teamwork is around the corner for this particular quarter. And you'd also want to keep in mind that people who are working for you, you'd want to let them know about their contributions, how they've contributed and helped you, and that will make them feel valued and contributed like that their contributions are welcome. So that's what this will suggest. So the next we have here is the last quarter of 2025. So here we have the card of Page of Pentacles. So Page of Pentacles basically represents curiosity, new opportunities. You'd be looking at new opportunities, new learning opportunities, and you'd be very interested in taking that new course that you'd want to take, in that new makeup class that you'd always wanted to take, getting into that learning more about nutrition, learning more about, there's something like whatever you're interested in, you'll be learning more about that. You'll be very curious about that. You'll be curious about the new opportunities to learn and grow in those material or the practical areas in your life. So it's the beginning of new learning and new endeavors. And here we have Six of Wands. So Six of Wands here is again a card of recognition of your success, of your public victory and your public success, and you're getting publicly acknowledged for that. And it's not like you've received a promotion or an email, just individual email, but it would be like, you are really getting appreciated for all the energy and all the work that you have brought in this whole year. You would be really rewarded for that and acknowledged for your hard work. And sometimes like there are people around you who have not helped you in your journey, and who might not have contributed because for them your goals might not be looking realistic or practical in nature. And those are the people who will also be looking at what you've achieved so far. So they'll also be applauding you. They'll be now looking at you that, okay, at that time I didn't help him or her during this process, but now see what he has achieved during this time. So you'd want to see that as well, that people who have tried to bring you down or people who have not helped you will also be looking at you with your victory and your achievement, and they'll be recognizing you and your efforts. The next card we have here is the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles card basically represents, so we have Page of Pentacles as well as the Knight of Pentacles. It tells you to have steady, reliable progress, and it really tells you the importance and of consistency and diligence in achieving your goals and then reaching this point. So although you started this new opportunity and you know where you want to go, but without consistency you'll not be able to go further. You'll not be able to achieve that much success, this level of success that you would want. So you would need it's emphasizing here that you need to be consistent. Like a farmer, if he has sown his seeds, he'd want to stay patient, and he'd want to stay consistent with his efforts of daily watering his fields, and the process of like the yearly process that he has to follow. So in order to get those like benefits and the profit, he need to be consistent in his efforts. He cannot be like, okay, today I'm not doing this and tomorrow I'd be able to do this. No, there are some things in life that you'd want to be consistent. For example, if you tell like, okay, I do not want to take a shower today, and for 2 days I don't want to take a shower, that's not done, and that's not being consistent with your own self-care. You being taking care of your skin, taking care of your mind, taking care of your body, and that needs to be consistent for yourself in order to achieve this level of success. And once you start that, that will really become a habit for you that you'd be embracing going forward. So you need to embrace the new opportunities to learn and grow, and you'd also want to be steady and diligent in your approach. And with this, you'll be able to celebrate your success and build on them with consistent effort, and then that would be a beautiful start to the next year as well. Okay, so it's a beautiful end of the year energy as well. So with this overly energy that we have, it's this year is one of you for transformation, balance, growth, and success. And it really begins with reflection and new beginnings, the first quarter, and then in the second quarter we have a period of joy and harmony, and then this third quarter we transform into this third quarter that we have here, it really concludes with steady progress and well-deserved recognition. I'm sorry, so like this is the quarter that I'm talking about here. So with this last quarter, you'd have like steady progress and well-deserved recognition. For this third quarter, it's very nurturing and collaborative, nurturing as well as collaborative growth that we can see from here. And so each of these quarters really builds upon the last. So if you see, like each of these quarters is actually bringing in the energy from the last quarter, and it really tells you the importance of combining inspiration with practical action and patience. So I hope this reading really resonates with you, and it really guides you and brings in a positive energy for the next year ahead. And if you really liked this video and it resonated with you, please hit the like button and the subscribe button, and leave a comment down below of what you really liked about the video, what really stood out for you, and what type of videos you'd want to see in the future. Would you want me to do a live session where I take in the live questions, or you'd want me to do a love reading for the upcoming months, or a career reading that you can request? And I'm making a note of it for each of the signs, and whatever the signs would be most requesting, I'd be making those videos for the upcoming months. Else there would be like general videos that would come every month for each of the zodiac signs. So thank you again, my beautiful Scorpios. Thank you for joining me on my channel and staying till the end of this video. I really appreciate it, and I'd see you in the next video. So stay tuned. Thank you again, and a very happy, positive, and success-filled New Year 2025. Bye.